All right, you've heard me say it 100 times here on this podcast, and you've heard all the gurus out there tell you the same thing. You need to be setting goals. You need to be working on your goals. But here's the question I want to ask you. Should you be working on that goal that you're thinking of right now? Yeah, that one, the one popped into your head. Should you be working on that? Well, today we're going to talk about whether you should or whether you shouldn't, and how to tell the difference.
Welcome to your Success DNA podcast, the go-to resource for entrepreneurs, business owners, and professionals who are ready to level up their lives. Your Success DNA podcast. Get ready to be inspired, motivated, and empowered to create the life that you truly want. We will be sharing tips, tricks, and mindset shifts that you need to achieve your wildest dreams. Remember, your success is in your DNA.
What is up? What is up? What the hell is up, my Success DNA family? So, should you be working on that goal? Right? I mean, yeah, you want to be working on goals. You want to be striving towards something. You need to be the best version of yourself. But sometimes you're working on the wrong goal. And your life gets out of balance. We talked about that a couple episodes ago, where your life is this wheel, and each one of the parts of your life, spiritual, physical, mental, work, social, all those different things are the different spokes, and you rated them. If not, go back and listen to that episode. It's all about the balance. And balance in life is an important factor in your success. This balance comes from working on a balance of long and short-term goals, as well as a balance of focus in those areas of your life. Those ones that are rocking it, you're going to work on a little bit on that one just to keep it fine-tuned. Those ones that you need to heavily improve, you need to be working harder on those. And if you work too hard for too long on one area of your life, other areas of your life will begin to suffer as a result. Yeah, there's no other way to say it. And there are times when it can become necessary to pull time and resources away from one area of your life and to continue that forward progress in another. However, doing that on a consistent basis, sometimes we have to do it. I got to pull time away from my family to do work on my work life. But doing that on a consistent basis will produce poor results over the long run and potentially cause harm in all areas of your life. So we're going to talk about a pre-flight Mileu check, right? M-I-L-I-E-U check. And this pre-flight Mileu check is going to force you to review the cost as well as the impact of taking on this goal that you're considering. Yeah, that goal, the one you're talking about right there, the one that just popped into your head. And it might be the one you're working on right now. Heck, do that. If you're working on a goal right now, put it through this check. Going through a Mileu check will force you to review your current life's landscape, he says with air quotes, to make sure that the focus you put into this goal will not negatively impact your life, your finances, your relationships, or your health. And Mileu check it'll even compel you to look within yourself to ensure that the goal is really yours in the first place. How many of us have found ourselves halfway to the goal line and realized, oh shit, I didn't want to do this. I'm doing this because of X. Insert relationship here. My mom, my dad, my spouse, my boyfriend, my girlfriend, whatever, my best friend. Look, if you're not working on a goal that is yours, you're going to find yourself doing work for others to complete their goals. So, you need to make sure that what you're working on is for you and what it is you want to do. It's yours. It might not be for you directly. Maybe it's for your family. Maybe it's for, you get what I'm saying, right? I feel you're nodding your head. So let's answer the question that some of you might have. So, well, what is this Mileu check? Well, you could call it a pre-flight check. Hey, let's go back to this. Whoever saw Apollo 13, raise your hand. If you're driving, keep your hands on the wheel, please. Just give a nod. Yeah. And you remember the check that they did in Mission Control, and they do it before every launch of a space shuttle or a rocket? Yeah, we've all seen them in movies, right? And whether it's Apollo 13 or any of the other movies, right? They're sitting in the Mission Control. There's a number of people. Each of them are focused on their particular screen and all the indicators that are in front of them. Each person's screens and indicators are displaying the status of one key system that impacts the entire flight that's about to launch. Now, prior to that launch, the flight director asks each and every one of those persons their status. The person responds to the flight director with a simple go or no-go. If they get a no-go response, then the team has to resolve the situation before the shuttle or rocket takes off. In our Mileu Check, that's the same thing we're going to be going through. It's the same principle. We want to review all the key systems or areas of our lives to ensure that the launch of this goal is going to be as successful as possible. So, put in simple terms, a Mileu Check is answering a series of questions about how this goal is going to impact the landscape of your life. But, like the personnel sitting right at Mission Control, you'll have to answer these questions honestly. I'm not going to say you're a liar. Because here's the thing. If anyone gives that flight director the wrong information or the wrong warning signals, the flight could have, let's say, unexpected results. In your case, though, no one is going to hold your feet to the fire. You just have to be honest with yourself. If when you read the question or when I tell you the question, if for a moment, even the minuscule of a second, the answer is no, then you're quite probably right. Do not overanalyze your answers. Go with what you honestly feels right for you and your life. Now, I've gathered a few pre-flight questions that you should consider. You may come up with some of your own on top of this, but these will get you started. If you answer no-go to any one of these questions about a goal you're working on now or about a goal you have on your list to start, then now might not be the best time for that goal. I'm not saying this is never going to be your goal, but now, right now, this moment, you're listening right now, might not be the right time. So I want you to ask yourself the following. Is this my goal? Is it? To really answer, are you doing this for yourself? Is this really your goal, or is someone else guiding you to this goal? Number 2, can I see myself reaching this goal? If you can't, maybe you're not ready yet. When I do reach this goal, will my life be in balance? Oh my God, this is such an important one because so many of us get a goal and we're like, my life is so out of balance. I've got all the money in the bank account, but no one is around me. I'm so lonely, right? That balance. Is this goal along a consistent flight path with my other goals? So if you have other major goals that are pulling you slightly to the right, and all of a sudden this goal is going to be tugging you slightly to the left, they're not on the same flight path, are they? Yeah, think about it. Is this goal along a consistent flight path with my other goals? Okay. Will the work needed for this goal be morally right for me and my crew? And I've talked about your 1-2 crew in another episode way back when. I'll probably do that for the next episode. We'll talk about your crew and who you should have as a crew. Who's your can't-do crew? We're going to get them. We're going to eject them out of the ship right away. And then who's your who-on-to crew? We'll talk about that. So will the work needed for this goal be morally right and fair for me and my crew? Go or no go? Now, the next series of questions I want you to consider. So those are the major questions, right? Those are the 5 ones. You say no go to any of those. Eject, eject, eject. Now, the next 9 questions, now mind you might come up with some of your own, but I'm going to hit you with these, are going to be, will accomplishing this goal, and I'm going to give you the statement here. So in front of each one of these statements, the phrase, will accomplishing this goal, example, make me happier? Yes or no, right? Go, no go. Will accomplishing this goal make me healthier? Help me find more friends? Give me peace of mind? Right? Will accomplishing this goal make me happier? Will accomplishing this goal improve my relationships? increase my hope for tomorrow, help me become more self-assured, or make me more financially secure. If you get a no-go to any of those questions I've listed out here, now is probably not the right time. Timing the start of your goal can hinge, well, it can be the hinge pin of its success or its failure. These questions are set so that they allow you to review whether or not now is the right time to launch that goal. Again, if you answer no goal to any of the questions, odds are right now might not be that right time. However, I don't want you to tear up or give up or just poo-poo the goal altogether. Simply put it aside, maybe put it in your journal for a future review so that you can come back to it at later reviews. You do review your goals frequently, right? I feel some of you nodding your head. For those of you that aren't nodding your head right now, you should be reviewing your goals at least once a year, preferably quarterly. Some of you might be even doing it monthly. That might be too much. I don't know. Depends on the person. But you can put it aside for one of those later goal review sessions that all of you are going to do now, right? Yeah. Okay, good. Now you're all nodding your head. Later, after you've gained new knowledge, new skills, new insights, your situation has changed, your path, your career path, your relationship path, your spiritual path could be clearer. Perhaps then you'll get the all go for that particular goal. And once you have the all go in your Mileu Check, then you can rest assured that your goal is right for you and all the other areas and all the other people in your life and how they're going to be impacted, which is positively, which is what we want, right? All right. I had mentioned that in a very recent episode, and a couple of folks asked me about it. So I wanted to get on here and share what the Mileu Check was all about. And I think on our next episode, we'll talk about those 2 crews that you do or do not want to take with you on your goal-setting adventure. And with that, I'm going to leave you as I always do. Think successfully and take action.
Thanks for listening to Your Success DNA podcast. Whether you're starting out or you're a seasoned entrepreneur, we have the tools and inspiration that you need to take your life to the next level. So stay tuned for more game-changing advice in our upcoming episodes. And hey, before you go, a quick reminder to check out our past episodes of Your Success DNA for more inspiring stories and practical advice. And if you've loved what you heard, leave us a review and share this podcast with your friends and colleagues. Let's all level up our lives together, shall we? Remember, your success is in your DNA.